back, carrying on with our 110 scale shootout. Here's another one to add to our test. So this isn't one of the high-end better ones. I think this is for the, I won't say budget, because I think the features on this are pretty cool. But I always thought the company was a little bit a bit cheap. But you know, I actually looked at some of the specs and the things that they give you with the car, and it was pretty cool. So let's have a look what we've got in here. So I think it came with a charger. Alright, so this is like a ready to run bundle that's kind of like hardly been used. So transmitter, which looks huge and prehistoric. Let's have a look. Like proper spaceship kind of transmitter. So yeah, well, somebody's organised. 110 scale drift car. Go on. Right, and then the car itself. Let's have a look. So I think this is a drift car. It has drift wheels. Wow, there's some weight to that. Out of all the cars so far, that's the heaviest. Whoa. Either there's a lot of aluminium on there, or it's because it's a full ready to run car. So let's have a look. So obviously a lot of these RC manufacturers now are actually doing bodies that look like real cars. I mean, that looks like a Lamborghini, but they won't say it's a Lamborghini because you won't have to pay any cost towards basically licensing or anything like that. So that's definitely a Lamborghini rip-off. Not bad. It's alright. The front's a bit short, but yeah. So that's what a lot of them are doing. I've noticed that rather than pay licensing fees, take the front of another car, take the rear of another car. You know what I mean? So we're going to see these on the display stand anyway, guys, so don't worry about that. So we'll get a 360 of it. Yep, them are drift wheels, and when we take off the body we'll see, has this been driven outside or has it mainly been inside? I don't think I'll have a gyro, so you know what I mean? I'm not expecting too much, but you know what? I might just be happily surprised with this, because this is the wild card. Oh, there's a battery in it. No wonder it's ever. Okay, interesting. So yep, this is the only one that I've got that's probably... Oh no, I've got a drift car that's ready to run as well. So that's a Nima battery. I've not had one of them batteries for time. For ages. But wow, hardly been used. Look at the wheels. Do you know what I mean? So, brushed motor, you could always upgrade that. And servo doesn't look to be anything special. There's no gyro, but you know what? I wouldn't mind. This is probably the kind of car I'd jump. But it's solid. It's got a lot of aluminium parts. It's actually got oil-filled shocks. So it's kind of beating time here. It's ball raced. Supposedly got bearings all the way around. Yeah. Shaft driven. Looks like a nice shaft as well, that. Alright. And what else have we got? So yeah, so they've actually gone for like proper turnbuckles with aluminium parts rather than just a big plastic. So to say I thought it's a budget make, they've actually put some money into this, so I should be more careful what I say. Because that's not bad. That's not a bad offering. If that handles and does well, yo, that's crazy, man. Because, I mean, I think new they're about £150, so they are a bit of money, but I didn't pay anything near that. But that thing's kind of new. I mean, it's not... Yeah, man. It's not damaged at all. So, yeah. So this is the wild card. If this does well, that's a real shocker. Anyhow, but yeah, so drifting machine, you know, you've got a set of drifting wheels there anyway that you can move around. That would have cost you £15 anyway. So I wonder if other shells will fit on there. You see, when a lot of budget companies release a car, they always look at the dimensions of a popular company, so, or a popular platform of a car. So let's see if the Tamiya bodies fit. Might not, but it would have been clever for them to do that. Would have been pretty clever, but no. No, I mean that would have been a really clever way to get it, you know, in to the market and smash it, especially if you bring out good body shells. So yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to trying that out, guys. Here's a tubing for the receiver, but yeah, man. It's got double wishbone suspension. What is that? It's not CVD, it's the dog bones. But it looks nice. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Anyhow, we'll see that on the display stand as well, guys. And we'll look into the specs a little bit more. What it basically comes with, it's got a waterproof servo and receiver. You've got a 4-wheel drive system. It's got front and rear camber and tow-in setup. Powerful RC 540 motor. Anodized aluminium centre drive shaft. We're probably better off having a look at the actual, I'll take the shell off, guys, and we'll have a look at it as well. Okay, some of the technical specifications of this car. The height is 112mm, length 360mm. Really? Okay. The width is 200mm, the gear ratio is 6:1, the track, which is 195mm, is that the wheels? Right, okay. Ground clearance is 4.5mm, the motor is at RC 540, the wheelbase 260mm, the radio is 2-channel and it's a wheel type 2.4 GHz transmitter system. The wheel diameter is 65mm, the wheel width is 26mm, and the battery that comes with it is 7.2 volt. It's a 2000 milliamp battery with a charger. That's nice. It's got some aluminium on there, not just plastic. I mean, even Traxxas cheapoed out. So did HPI and the RS4. They're all upgrades, hop-ups, but this supposedly budget cars come with hopped up items, which is pretty cool. Even the steering servo arm is the same, so wow. Pretty cool. So yep, so it's got a 540 motor, which is supposed to be pretty powerful. That's brushed. I really thought this would be brushless, but anyhow. Anodized aluminium centre drive shaft. It's got high performance front and rear diffs. We'll wait to see that. It's got suspension arms that are quite solid front and rear, and shock tower. Oil filled aluminium capped shocks. They actually look nicer than the ones that are on a lot of the cars, but are they as reliable and strong? We'll see. It's got precise steering fitting. Delivers quick response. Okay, alright. And electronic speed controller. It's got complete ball bearings for smooth and efficient drive, which is pretty good. I'm glad they've done that. High performance anti-skid drift tire. What? Anti-skid drift tires. How does that work? Okay. Chrome plated spoke rims and pre-mounted drift wheels. 7.2 volt 2000 milliamp NIMA battery, and it's got an extra large front bumper, provides protection against sudden impacts to the RC car. You don't have to really worry about that as much in a drift car as you would on a normal on-road kind of car. So yeah, pretty cool, not bad. I mean, I don't know how it performs, but out of the box it feels like there's some money there. Obviously, cheap, tacky stuff, guys, has no weight to it, and that has a bit of weight to it. I know there's a battery in there, but it still feels a bit, bit of a tank. Hopefully it performs pretty well, guys, but we will see. That's a wild card in this whole thing. I don't know how that's going to square up. I don't know how well it's going to do, but stay tuned. Let's see. Let's get surprised together. Them drift wheels are nice, though. I'll probably change them out for some other ones. I don't want to wreck them. They'll be nice on the indoor track. I don't know. I should just take them out. Hold on a minute. Have they got them rings on them? You know, you can buy these rings. They look like rings. You can basically buy... which company did it? Can't remember who it was. There's a company, it's a Japanese company, and they would basically look like that ring there, that would go over a wheel, so you could turn your on-road rubber wheel into a drift wheel. And it looks really similar to that. Really similar. The benefit is you don't have to mess about changing your wheels out. it's just a straight swap. The downside is they only got to 60mm wheels, which from what I've seen they're mainly 62.5, 65, your on-road rubber wheels, so bit of a downer. That would have been so much easier though, guys, really, especially if you're filming stuff, to just slip on some rings and start drifting. So that looks like a really weird design. I'd like to take a look at that a bit closer, dissect it a bit. We will see. But it looks like it's one piece though. Anyhow, okay, right guys, let's move on.